Hello everyone, my name is Nia Imani Anderson, and for my abnormal psychology topic, I chose erotomania. Now before we begin, I have to warn you, I tend to stutter whenever I get nervous, so I'll try my best to explain my topic as best as I could. But other than that, let's begin. Now what do you see when you look at this picture? You see a woman about to kiss a photograph of a gentleman there. She looks happy. He looks fearful. Do you know why? Because she has erotomania. Now, what is erotomania? It's a mental disorder that deludes a person to believe that he or she and the person that they desire are already in a serious relationship. So in this woman's mind, she and the man are together and very serious. But judging by the fearful expression, that is not the case. Now, why is this person peeking through the keyhole? Because he's stalking. Yes, erotomania can lead to stalking. And as we are all aware, stalking is a very serious crime. And most stalking cases involve people who want a revenge on those who the perpetrators believes has wronged them. Now for erotomatic stalkers, they thought of being in love without having a previous relationship with the object of their affections. Meaning they seriously believe that the person that they desire are serious, like I mentioned before, and they would try their best to make contact with that person. Now, according to Mullen and Pache, 1994, I hope I said the name right, over 14 offenders had stalked the objects of their affection and all had strong erotomatic features. Journal of Forensic Psychiatry, Volume 11, Number 2. Yes, we got another stalking case here. This guy is staring at a couple who are obviously having a good time, and by the looks of it, he's not having it. Now, the victim of an erotomatic stalker never knew the stalker and refuses to have any encounter with them or reject them altogether. Despite that, the stalker is strongly convinced that their loved ones love them back. Now, the stalker will go through great efforts to make contact with their victims by sending the victims messages, trespass on their property, or even steal their victims' belongings. Now, normally stalkers are regular people who stalk others with the intent to cause harm or to reunite with their ex-lovers. And they will most likely continue stalking until the legal system is involved. Now, erotomatic stalkers will most likely continue their stalking behavior until they are caught and sent to mental health services. Most likely, they either stop or not at all. And that is considered a huge risk for the victim. If not taken care of, the erotomatic stalker might kidnap their victims or, heavens forbid, murder them. Are any of you familiar with the Christina Grimmie case? The young lady who was on The Voice? Yes, she was killed by her obsessed fan, who strongly believed that if he killed her and himself, they would be together in heaven. That is a possible case of erotomania. Now, with erotomania, there are cases of those who have erotomania, and it mostly targets celebrities, like this one, for example. Margaret Mary Ray, also known as Peggy Ray. Are any of you familiar with that face? Well, let's continue. Now, Margaret Mary Ray had a long history of schizophrenia. It not only affected her, but her brothers and father as well. Now, despite her condition that affected affected her and her family, she refused to get treatment, and as a result, she lost custody of her 5 children from her previous relationship. Now, this is when things get a little crazy. She was famous for stalking talk show host David Letterman and former astronaut Story Musgrave. Did I say his name right? I hope. Now, she started stalking Letterman around 1988, stealing his car, breaking into his home multiple times, and even slept in his personal tennis court. Now, here's a real scary part. Her delusion was so bad that she actually believed that she was Letterman's wife. And he also believed that Letterman's only son was her own. That's how serious her disorder was. Now, as a result, Letterman had Ray arrested for her constant stalking. However, that did not stop her. In 1996, Ray started stalking former astronaut Story Musgrave for a couple of months, which caused her to be sent to prison in Kissimmee, Florida. Did I say the name right? Please excuse me if I didn't. Now, a little after she was released, Ray committed suicide by an oncoming train. Now that was very tragic. Letterman's final statement after her death was, "This is a sad ending to a confused life." Now, on to treatments. Ray's downfall would have been possibly avoided if she agreed to the treatments for her condition. Now, erotomania can be treated, but it's very challenging because it's a very rare condition. Now, there are 4 treatment plans that can be used for erotomania. They are pharmacotherapy, cognitive behavioral psychotherapy, social attention, and increasing social relationships. Since erotomania and schizophrenia come together in the same category, these 4 treatments can be helpful. Now, pharmacotherapy is one of the best ways to deal with delusional disorders like schizophrenia and erotomania. However, it is best for the patient to be monitored to make sure that they take the medicine. Now, cognitive behavioral therapy is a social therapy to help improve the mental health by helping patients be more aware of their mental conditions and to develop alternate ways of thinking and behaving. McLeod Soul, 2008. Excuse me if I said the name wrong again. Now, social attention will help the patient be more aware of what is a delusion and what is real. And finally, the increase of social relationship will decrease the chance of a erotomatic episode to occur. It is believed that loneliness is thought to be the source of erotomania. Hurley and Desnoyers, 2012. Apologies again. Now for the conclusion. Now, erotomania is a very challenging disorder to recognize because like I said before, the symptoms are almost similar to schizophrenia. Now, erotomatic patients are mostly focused on chasing after the ones they supposedly love, while schizophrenic patients have negative delusions about themselves and people around them. Erotomania is a very difficult disorder to treat. However, with the help of mental health experts, the people with these conditions will live through life without causing any harm to themselves or anyone around them. And these are references that I use for my project. Anyway, that is my theory on erotomania. I hope you all have a happy holidays and have a great day. Good night.